apart from myself.
John Boy, because he told me a lot about watering lawns and how to mix cordial perfectly.
Probably not one. There's probably a whole group of people. Yeah, it's not a thing that you can sort of go bang one person. Yeah, probably everyone's had an influence on me. So if I can sum that up, everybody, yourself included.
Most memorable game would be our first A-grade win after 33 losses in a row. It was a long time in the making, and we celebrated hard after that one.
But I guess one of the most memorable games was our 95 grand final against CBC Addo Floriani's mob, and yeah, we were down at half time. We come out and blew them away in the third quarter, win another premiership.
I reckon I've pushed it out to 3 goals.
Yeah, lazy 20 against Riverside back in '94. Yeah, had a good go there. Yeah, kicked quite a few, about 100 in 10, 11 games. So yeah, it was a pretty good patch there. Yeah. Pole dancing. If you could call it a sport, I guess they're pretty physical, you know. I don't reckon I'd be able to do it, although I know they're crack. I might have to wax down for it, but yeah, that and beach volleyball.
Synchronised swimming. I'd say Leroy Smith, actually. We only won 1 game for the season, but you know, even though we got flogged every week, we really enjoyed it, and he made it a really good place to play footy.
Oh, favourite coach. Yeah, well, I wasn't really ever a coach's pet, so they've all been pretty good. But I guess Rod Saunders was pretty good. He brought a bit of discipline back to our club and a bit of reality back to it. So yeah, Rod was pretty good.
Best player I've played with would be Trent Allen. You know, the guy jumped over my head at footy training. You know, that sums up his skills.
Thought about this many times over the last 25, 26 years. Probably a guy, Mark Modra. A lot of people at the club here wouldn't know him, but from the old Smosh days, yeah, he was pretty good. Leroy Smith would have to be up there as well. Yeah. Oh well, can I go past the game where I kicked 20 goals? That was pretty exciting.
The worst sledge I've received is back a fair while ago now, but bloke on the mark, I was lined up for goal, called me a very, very ugly man. That wasn't too bad, but seeing the rest of my teammates jumped in and agreed with him, I missed the goal.
I've got called heaps. I guess someone called me, I got a head like a gum nut one game, and it started an all-in brawl. I don't know why, but yeah, it was great. Fists were flying everywhere after that little comment, and it was, you know, nothing much about it really. Probably Cold Chisel, Hunters and Collectors, Dragon, anything Australian, yeah.
No effects, fast, sharp, loud, rock and beats.
Oh, the first time I ever seen him. He walked in the club as a kid just out of school. He had wispy long hair like Andre Agassi, and we don't know, it might have been a wig at the time, we don't know. And he had this big red beard with no moustache, so he was a bit of a mix between Andre Agassi and Abraham Lincoln. Yeah, and the limp. I reckon he's got a worse limp than me.
Well, I spent the first year of my life at Smosh West Lakes Footy Club fixing the bar door after Bummer would kick it down after the club had been shut too early. So that would have been about 5 or 6 times in the first year at Smosh I fixed that door. The worst thing that's happened to me on a football field would be when I forgot to pack the jocks in the kit bag before the game against Seaton Ramblers. I had some little Italian man have a go at me Jats crackers.
Believe it or not, it's got nothing to do with playing. Probably been involved with the 2003 Premiership. after we got after we beat Ghana Eagles in the prelim final, the old Glandor side, and to come up and win that flag, helping Dave Sorby on the bench was just a fantastic day. Yeah.
The career highlight would be captaining a premiership winning side, which I did a couple of years ago. Nothing like holding up that cup, first one hands on it.
Bomber Bam.
Roy Jones Jr., anyone who studies chickens and can make that improve his boxing, I'll be right behind him.
Revenge of the Nerds.
Enough said.
It's a toss-up between Lust in the Fast Lane and Empire Strikes Back. Yes.
Yeah, I'm actually planning to get a Midnight Oil cover band going, so one day it might happen.
Go.
I'd like to be, tour guide manager for the ACB. Would love not to miss an Australian Test tour. Absolutely not.
Did you hear about the Irish woman with a vibrator? She smashed all her teeth. That's pretty bad, isn't it? I remember telling that one to my grandma and she pissed herself and her teeth fell out. So there you go.